On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Touchdown, Texans. Touchdown.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Watson going to try and run it. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Texans 8, Steelers nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not really.
He said, nope, not again.
On this one, it's a touchback.
Yo, that shit's fucking hilarious.
First carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with
he got Nick Chubb out. I got
That's
that.
the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They go with Chubb on second down.
All right, well, fuck it.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard gain on the play. First down, Pittsburgh.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Off the play fake. Shields eluding the pressure right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However,
unnecessary roughness.
Let's check in with our referee.
Wowzers.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Texans scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Following the fumble recovery, Shields. He'll get this to Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4th down. On 4th down, Shields. Flush to his right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too.
Oh, shit, already beat me already.
And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
Excuse me. Well.
Operating from the gun. Shields.
Oh, wow.
Incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be caught at about the 6.
Hit me with the fullback.
He's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pittsburgh.
Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted.
Pick 2, baby.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play
10 points and I ain't played offense yet, dog.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
10 points and I ain't played offense yet, man.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That's tough to play, but it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, going for Jefferson. It's caught inside the 25.
One play at a time.
Touchdown, Houston. A big play. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Texans 17, Steelers 6. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off.
So for the touchdown, here's Fairbairn.
I should have took a little bit off that.
Take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
Doggy.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down.
That's the adjustment I got to make. I got to put him right there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on second down. Shields. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking to throw on second down. Shields. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Steelers.
From the gun, Shields. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Shields. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Operating from the gun. Shields. This is
Are you serious right now?
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first down, Shields. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's
to throw on second down. Shields under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. From the gun, Shields. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll make this an 8-point
finally getting on offense, people.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And up to about the 26-yard line. Just across the 25.
God damn. Wow.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Come on, dog.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. He'll have a first down past the 40. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. On first down, Watson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, going for Jeff. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will extend their lead.
There you go.
Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing.
He's
Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
I forgot to sky kick it. Damn it.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this
that's
will
my
not
fault.
be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They begin this drive with Cho. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Operating from the gun, Shields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Shields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And hitting Juju on the slant. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Shields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 3rd down, Shields.
And oh my God, again, dog.
Touchdown.
Every game now, bro.
Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. And this one's
every
back
game
to
now, dog.
game.
Makes the score Texans 24.
Give it a free shit.
Steelers 16.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to do there, dog. I really don't.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up.
We got to run away from Darwin now, bro.
About the 22.
You got to stay the fuck away from Darwin, dog.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here,
and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. DJ Reader. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he's letting this one go for Fuller. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Intercepted.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. When you playing the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Shields. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Thank you.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Escaping the pressure right. He's let it. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 37. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Number 39.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 14-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson.
That was so dumb.
One that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Gain of 14.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off play action. Shields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Back there.
They've got them frustrated right now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
And he's hurt. Come on, man.
Did he say that? But he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson. Never ask the player a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And incomplete. He dropped it.
Wow,
rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Throwing again. Watson. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air yet again. Watson. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on 2nd down. Shields. And Cooks has it over the middle.
Shields pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. The big fella. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Texans.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Off the play fake. Shields. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Shields steps away to his left.
Thank you.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Not gonna trick me, bucko.
They want more. Here comes an onside kick.
Let me get that.
And the effort snuffed out. The Texans hands team recovers. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing. Start the second half with the onside kick. Risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? Now I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Inside the 20 before he's
first time I ran the ball. Third quarter.
15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
On first and 10, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Just like that.
To throw again, Watson. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
We got to block him.
Gross Matos able to record his 5th sack of the season. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Cooks on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Get in the weight room. 47's the mic, boys. 47.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
They run it again with Chubb.
Yep, that's a touchdown.
And some room to roam now. The 30. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And
so
nearly
good.
picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds. Says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's going to be
he ain't got the speed to beat you by.
They certainly had good
He ain't got the speed to beat you by.
Couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Back to throw, Watson. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans will extend their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Texans 52, Steelers 23. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Cooks on the return. And they'll start this drive in pretty good shape.
With a hit. There we go.
10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Pick up on the play. And it's third down.
Looking to throw. Shields. And that's going to be
incomplete.
The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Oh, he sheds himself free. I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And this results in a 6 touchdown. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard
touchdown. First one of the Madden 21 year, dog.
Offense continues to pour it on.
First one of the year, dog.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Texans 59, Steelers 23. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
23.
Now Chubb. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter.
Come on, man.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Hey, man, I got
Not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A toss play to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's
from the gun on 3rd down. Shields looking middle, and that's complete.
Shields.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
47's the mark, boys. 47. Check, 47.
They run. Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Shields. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Shields.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
And
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Shields. And that is incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Dancing to his left. It's incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We got three, fellas, we got 3. 58's to Mike. 58's to Mike.
To try again after the sack. Watson, he's letting this one go for... That's caught inside the 20. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 61 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
route, medium route, and short route. Let's fucking go. 80 plus in medium and short. Gotta get that deep route up, boyo. Plus 2 man, plus 1 speed. I likes it. No longer a scheme fit though. Whoops. Plus 5K, let's go. Boba. See what the difference is, bro. 37.73 to get the next upgrade to 74. Ooh, almost 8,000. God damn. Dev really makes a difference, bro. Dev really makes a difference, bro. Boy, you about to get kicked down to the slot. For sure. Time to make that change, man. Time to make the change. Jefferson's now a starter. Burrow, I like it, but it just ain't working out. 42, 507. That's a solid rookie year, man. It's a solid rookie year, if I do say so myself. Six and 6. Probably won't win Rookie of the Year, but I'll take it, man. This is medium route. 77. Ugh, the short route is terrible. 69. It's just a much better route runner, but he's gonna be in the slot, so. Ugh, 77 catching traffic is not that great. Impact block is good though. Slid him in the front. Let's go. Leading the league in touchdowns. Fucking 14 picks, though. Had to clean that up, man. No more picks the rest of the season. We got, what, 6 games, 7 games left? Yeah, that big game pushed him over the top. Under 30 yards. see what these halfbacks is about, man. Cause Star Dev 24, 91 speed, fight for yards, good stamina. Can be solid. Plus he'll be here next year. 92 speed. Doesn't have fight for yards. Only 85 stamina. 88 change of direction. What's your change of direction, buddy? 86. Ooh. Gonna go with Cohen as a third down back. Route gets kicked to the slot. Alright, that's where we at. Barely beat the Chiefs, huh? Six and 3. Try the 4-game winning streak. 3 AFC teams are 8-0, bro. Bengals and Ravens. These motherfuckers on my schedule. Yep, I got the Bengals coming up soon. And finish the season on the Ravens. Yo, look, I gotta play Chris White, Spies. Nah. Yeah, well, that's a nice run where we had it, man. 9-0. Last couple games are gonna be tough.